Holy shit, that new Rick and Morty episode, am I right? Anyways, I'm here to now rank every single Rick and Morty episode from season 1 to 5. Looking at this, it's a daunting list, so I think we better get started. So, season 1, episode 1, the pilot. B tier. Because it's alright. It sets up the Federation. It introduces us to our characters and sets a dynamic that is broken later on. And in a lot of ways, this first episode, it sets up a lot of things, but how the characters act here are a bit inconsistent with the rest of the series, slightly, I guess. It's a way more exaggerated version of the entire show. Anyways, season 1, episode 2, Anatomy Park. Classic. This one, the Rupert, the homeless dude, memorable guy, pretty funny, giant corpse, really great. By the way, this video is going to be spoilers for the entire series of Rick and Morty, so you've been warned. If you just, if you don't want any spoilers, I guess you can skip to the end to look at the final list. But yeah, and also, man, I've watched this show so many times. I've rewatched episodes after episodes. Anyways, Anatomy Park. Man, it's this early on that Morty gets another love interest. Well, temporary. But I think the whole concept is pretty cool. So, Anatomy Park is gonna be... Yeah, it's a cool concept. B tier. Yeah. Hi, sorry about that. I realized I messed up the order of episode 2 and 3. So, yeah, back episode 2, Snowball. Scary Terry was pretty weird, but Snowball was pretty memorable. So, B tier. M. Night Shyamalan's Simulation 1. Simulation and a simulation thing, pretty cool. B tier again. Let's see. Oh, Meeseeks and Destroy. Right, this one. The Meeseeks. Very cool. King Jellybean, the B plot. Also, it's kind of disturbing, but Meeseeks got very popular. Although, as far as the theme goes, the meme is great, but as far as the theme goes, I think, hot take, this one is probably C tier. Rick Push number 9. This is the one where they switch universes. S tier. This is one of the first episodes where you kind of realize, well, fuck, shit really went down. And yeah, I like that about the show when those episodes come around. Raising Gazorpazorb. This is Raising Gazorpazorb. This is C tier. Gazorpazorb Morty was cool. The sex machine and then the Gazorpazorb planet. Yeah. It's not as innovative as these concepts, as good as Meeseeks. By the way, C tier, still a very good tier. Like, I rewatched so many of these episodes all the time. So C tier for me is like a recommend. Let's see. Rick's D Minutes. This is the first interdimensional cable episode featuring Jerry and Beth and Summer looking at alternate reality versions of themselves. Morty has a really good one-liner here, so A tier. Yes, Rick and the Devil. A tier. Devil is great. Season 1, episode 10. Oh, this is when the Citadel's introduced. Yeah. Cool introduction to the Citadel, Doofus Rick, and Evil Morty. Yeah, I think this is S tier. Season 1, episode 11. It's the party episode. Very cool. A tier. Yeah, it's a nice frenzy. It's like the Avengers Endgame of season 1. Season 2, 60 Minutes. This actually directly follows up with Risky Business, the episode before. And yeah, I think it introduced one of the cooler concepts in here. So A tier. Morty Night Run, Moon Man, and the whole Gear World thing's very cool. B tier. What was the side plot on this one? Oh yeah, multiple Jerrys and also Roy. That's right, that's this episode. All right, yeah, this is A tier. Very cool. Great start. Autoerotic Simulation has a very downer ending that kind of set a pace for some things, but in general, it was a pretty okay episode. Yes, this one, the Parasites one, S tier. Wait. Yeah, this is one of the first episodes where Morty really took initiative and solved the issue and was the most proactive player, which I think is interesting. Oh, no, stop. Let me lock that. Get Swifty. Very cool. The Ricks must be crazy. This introduced the fact that there were creatures out there that can rival Rick's I guess ingenuity somewhat. So A tier. What was this? Was the therapy one? Yeah, that one. Cool Beth and Jerry episode. Oh shit. Oh wait, it was also Tiny Rick, right? Yeah, Tiny Rick was a cool gimmick. B tier. Interdimensional Cable 2, pretty cool. Jerry Testicles. I mean, as this series goes on more, the novelty wears off, but still pretty cool. Look Who's Purging Now. Honestly, personal preference, I love this episode a lot. Yeah, and for really, I mean, I think it just set a really cool atmosphere, although I think the episode in itself isn't super great. All right. Yeah, this would go B tier, but the B tier is getting a little bit full. So I say the strat is to... All right, there. I've exterminated D tier and extended B tier. And season 2, episode 10, The Wedding Squanch. Very epic. That's a S tier. And the episode that follows that, where they kind of wrap up on that, also very cool. These two, end of season 2, beginning of season 3, they're a couple. They match. And they go together super well. Rick Mancing the Stone, This one's another C tier. Yeah, wasn't super great. I mean, it had good commentary on divorce and the children getting over it. But overall, it's like here with these concepts, big picture wise. Pickle Rick, A tier, very cool. Explores Rick's psyche, and also Pickle Rick. Vindicators, yeah, Vindicators was kind of mid. Like, okay, at this point, this is D. E is D, and you know what? I'll just change it. There you go. E is now D. Vindicators, unfortunately, gonna have to be a D. Noob was pretty cool, but the overall concept was bleh. Roly Doly Conspiracy. This one I actually liked a hell of a lot. I think this one was underrated between Rick and Jerry's relationship. This was, I think, was the Rick and Jerry episode. And it did that pretty well. So I'm borderline between A and S. I'll just toss this in A. Rest and Relaxation. Also very cool concept. Man, this is going to have to go into... Also A. It really outlined the toxicity in Rick and Morty's relationship. And it's interesting how Rick values his attachment to Morty as toxic. And it also really demonstrated that Rick is attached to Morty. Rick Lantis mix up S tier easily. By the way, these tiers in themselves aren't ordered. Yeah, Rick Lantis mix up. If you watch the show, do I even need to say? I was the Citadel episode, Evil Morty getting up the ranks. Super cool reveal. Lots of different... you see lots of different parts of the Citadel. It's kind of like that was the Dunkirk, as in Dunkirk, the movie for the Citadel. Morty's Mind Blowers... Oh, wait, no. I don't want to move this. Morty's Mind Blowers was B tier. Very cool concept. Yeah. Pretty cool concept, but not cool enough to be A. ABCs of Beth? I think this, yeah. Again, like look at these. Both these episodes here are Beth-related episodes. I find that to be pretty interesting. But yeah, it's a B tier. The B plot was kind of bleh, and the it was meaningful. Right, the clone story. That's right. That's when this started. Yeah, okay. The clone story in itself, S tier, but this episode in a whole, B tier. But that is where this starts, so maybe I should move this to A tier for that concept in itself. Nah, the B plot here kind of is dookie. Rick and Morty dates. God, I'm running out of A tier space. Well, A tier. I'll probably like color in this list to make it look like nice later. But yeah, Rick and Morty date, A tier. Love it a lot. The president is great. And I think that's all she wrote. It's just one of the more fun episodes in the show. Season 4, episode 1, a hard B tier. A very cool start to the season. Very classic Rick and Morty episode. Season 4, episode 2. Okay. Probably one of the harder takes here. This one is a S tier for me. This was the episode where it made you feel for Rick a lot. Like his isolation and all of that. This episode was the one that fed that to me. And the whole story about Gluty, that was pretty fun. That was like an A tier concept, but Rick's whole toilet spiel here bumps that up to the S tier for me. A lower S tier, but still an S tier. One Crew Over the Cuckoo Morty. Yeah, cool, but the concept gets a little bit overplayed, so there's a C tier. Oh, here we go. This is what the F tier was reserved for. The Dragon episode. Yeah, the cat was way too small of a concept for it to take up an entire B plot. And the dragons are just whack. I'm sure everyone can somewhat agree with that. This Rattlestar Galactica, man, it's overlapping, but I'm just, man, yeah. Rattlestar Galactica is a tier. They did time travel, and that was very cool. This next one here, the Never Rick and Morty, very cool. It showed us what a possible canon could be, jumped us between lots of story plots in a very creative and lucid fashion. So yeah, one of my favorite concepts in general. Prometheus. This one with the whole Parasite civilization. Yeah, this was a solid B tier. Almost A tier with its concept. The Vat of Acid episode. Easily my favorite standalone episode, S tier. Yeah, the whole story in the middle section was completely improv, and that, like, not improv, but it wasn't originally a part of the story. The whole bit of it was very cool. It was big concept wise, it isn't as cool as some of these other ones, maybe the Parasite one, but still very well executed. Loved it a lot. Children of Morty, Rick versus God. They create that civilization, organizing people, kind of Brave New World-esque. Yeah, that's a B tier. Star More Return of the Jerry. This one is is it an S or an A? I think it's an A. There's a Tammy payoff, Bird Person payoff, but it felt like Star Warsy, I guess. It is what it was going for, but there was so much paying off. It was paying off, but it didn't feel as impactful as a lot of the other payoffs and setups in the series. Still a good episode. Loved it a lot. Season 5, episode 1. This one with Mr. Nimbus. S tier. If you can't tell, I really like these self-contained stories, like the one in the Vat of Acid episode, like the dog people in this one. I think the fact that the writers could write such elaborate stories into such small increments of time is simply remarkable, and I give them huge praises for that. That's why this is S tier. Multiplicity, man. Yeah, that's right. I'm able to name like almost all of these. No, I'm not. I don't have an issue. Multiplicity is it's a cool concept, but in execution it fell a little bit flat. So I guess D tier. Complete opposite of Vindicators. Vindicators were executed pretty well. It's just that the concept itself wasn't super interesting and a bit overdone. Planetina episode. Hot take. I saw people making video like, this really made me feel, this was a nice episode. It's D tier for me. I wasn't a huge fan of this episode. I thought it fell flat in both the B tier, the B plot line and the Planetina plot line. It was, there was like one good joke in there though, but overall, meh episode. That's the thing with season 5 so far, right? At least towards these beginning sections. Season 5 episode 1 was amazing. Everyone was raving about it. And then the quality kind of dropped for the next 2. And then there's this one, which turned a lot of people off. The incest baby episode. I'm going to rank it above these episodes. Is it an insult? It is an insult to put it on the same tier as the Meeseeks episode, but just know if there was a sub tier, it would be lower. I thought that it was crazy and fun. They chugged so many ideas into this, and they knew it was ridiculous, so that's what they went for. Although, payoff wise, meh. It did come up later though, which was pretty cool, but it was a meh episode with some really wacky ideas. So I respect how crazy that they were willing to go for that. Right, the Demons and Jerry. Yeah, this one once again a D tier. Like, that's the issue. The thing with season 5 is a lot of the standalone or non-serialized standalone episodes weren't super amazing, really. A lot of them were meh, but the serialized episodes in here that related to previous episodes were great. Example right here, Rick's Giving one. Love this one. Great insert song with a gobble gobble. The president was great, and the whole concept here was really fucking cool. Is it as cool to be in A tier? I think it is. Although A tier is out of space, so yeah. There. I'll fix it later. This one. Rick Vangeli, Neon Genesis Rick Vangelion. The Mecha Mafia one, it was very fun. But the escalation was a bit quick. There was definitely pacing issues. The follow-up on the Incest Baby was kind of cool, so that's why it's higher. But I don't think this can get much higher than a B tier. The Bird Person episode. Sunless Mort of the Rick... I don't remember these episodes as vividly name-wise. I haven't rewatched them as much. But this one is... this one's an S tier, right? Rick, you really get into Rick's psyche. You explore his character, This might be the most that we get for a really long time of Rick's backstory. But yeah, just overall, really great episode. Rick, Bird Person, their serialized history, pretty cool. Season 5, episode 9, the one where Rick and Morty break up. It's alright. It's C tier. Yeah, I don't know. This episode just felt really fast, and the Nick character didn't really feel very meaningful. Oh, speaking of Nick, which episode was it that the kids went on a adventure with, like, who was it? Schmidt? Man. The new kid, Chet, whatever. Was it? Oh, I think it was this, shit. I don't want to move that. I think it was the demon episode, but still, that had Rick's car in it a lot, but I don't know. Wasn't as impactful. Anyways, Season 5 finale, S tier. My recency bias is crowning this as one of the best episodes, and at least it definitely deserves a spot in the S tier with all of these great episodes. Yeah, I don't even. It paid off like this episode, this episode, this episode. It paid off all the other S tier episodes that we liked a lot. So, yep. Here it is. This is my Rick and Morty tier list. So let me just... Wow. Not the neatest looking dude at all, but... Yep, that's it. That's my tier list on all Rick and Morty episodes from seasons 1 to 5 so far. Yeah, I think that's about right. Let me know if you disagree with anything. It's pretty rushed because there was a lot to get through, but here it is. I'm trying to capitalize on the hype behind the finale, so I tuned out this video. Also, I love the series a lot. Anyways, that's it. See you guys next time.